I'm actually a little nervous to introduce our next speaker because he is someone that has profoundly impacted my teaching philosophy. I would have never thought that I'd be given this opportunity, but tonight I have that privilege. Kareem Weaver is a Richmond native with 25 years of award-winning teaching and leadership service. Currently, give it up for Kareem. Currently, Kareem.
So now to the teachers. In love. There was a study done, a survey of about 1,300 folks, and they asked, what percentage of the kids at the grade level you teach, or at the grade level your kid is in, or in the grade level you're in, what percentage of these kids love school? That was the question. And they looked at it across the grades from K through 12. I mean, you can make a prediction about what that would look like. Here are the numbers. From K, I'll start with K through 9. Actually, I'll go K through 12. Kindergarten, 95%. Love school. So 95 for kindergarten, 90, 82, 76, 74, 65, 55, 51, 48, 37. That's ninth grade now. Now we're in high school, 37%. That means 2/3 of the kids not feeling it. Whatever your strategy, whatever your pedagogy, whatever your fancy, whatever, 2/3 not feeling it. And then 10th grade, it was at 37, then it goes 39, then 40, then 45. I have all kind of theories about what that means, that little uptick. Okay, but, so here's my challenge to you teachers. First of all, what can you tell them in 3 minutes, Weaver? Listen, you got to stop stressing about what you're teaching so much. To be Common Core aligned, to give the kids what they need, to have the complex text, to have the balance of coherence, focus, and rigor, to have the claims, evidence, all the stuff that, your principles, all that stuff, it would take you, to really do it right, about 3 hours of planning per lesson. To really do it right. Differentiated, all the groups, all of that. So you're going to have to lean, you need help. My offer to you is this. Whatever the treasures, whatever, look, fine. But Educate New York is the best source of Common Core aligned content in the country. It's probably the only one, actually. Use it. It's online. Go there. If you don't, you're crazy. It's there. You don't have to keep begging for content. You have to stay up all night on that. What you have to stay up all night on is this. The kids are not feeling the class. Your job is to make that stuff come alive. That's what you got to plan for, and that's not on accident. You got to make it your business that every day they would rather go to your class than do something else. And it's a very simple bar. You can go to school to learn about it. That's fine if you want to do it that way. Or you can do this. For those of you who are parents, when you want to feed your baby some type of food they don't like, and they refuse to eat it. She's in a high chair, and you got it on the spoon. What do? You eat it first? Yes. Must be a teacher. Yes. Show them, or what? You make it fun. And the kid is smiling, they eat it. And they spit it out. So how come our teachers not making it fun? What are you doing? The equivalent of what we do with the babies is, as educators, we say, here it is, and then we say it louder. And then we go get a bigger portion, 2 periods of the thing you don't like. And now eat it. And we get mad when the kids drop out. They're not eating that. when we already know they're not feeling it. So as a teacher, you have to plan for that. Find the kid who's the most disengaged, the one who's plan for that child. Is your lesson really fun? So you want them to come out of the womb wanting to be a chemist? Your job is to make chemistry fun to attract them to that. Make literature fun. I know everything's not a game, but look, man, if you don't want to do that, why are you in the business? What are you doing? You're not a drill sergeant. You're not a warden. You're supposed to make this stuff come alive. The second thing I say is this, and it's a very, I think it's simple. So these kids that we have in our classrooms today, they play games. They play video games. Think about this for a second. These games don't judge them. These games give them feedback all the time. There's a little life meter, and every time they make a mistake, the life meter goes down. The kid who's the most unruly will sit in front of that game and play it all day long. They get feedback. It's engaging. They're focused. The game makers have realized, oh, if we want kids to do this, we got to make it fun. And they will learn anything we put in front of them. Now, I'm not saying go out and create a video game, but what I'm saying is you got to breathe life into that thing. You got to be willing to plan. Now and I'm not talking about what to teach, I'm talking about how to teach. We can talk pedagogy, culturally relevant pedagogy all day long. Fine. Whatever your thing is, fine. But you got to make that thing come alive. So when that kid leaves your classroom, man, they felt like they just did something. That wrapped in a concept of love will help any kid learn. What do you mean by love, Weaver? Kids determine quickly whether or not you love them. When you challenge them, it can't be based on power dynamics. Whether it's an officer pulling you over saying, show me your license, or a teacher saying, stop tapping that pencil, it can't be about power. It's got to be done in love. And if it's done in love, you look at them and they'll just stop. They might smile at you too, right? Wrap it up in love, in how you connect with them, how you go visit their homes. Our parents are not crazy. They're struggling, but they're not crazy. Knock on the door. Call first, but knock on the door. Sometimes call first, but knock on the door. Knock on the door. Go show your face. Before something bad happens, let them know how genius their child is and how you see it in them. Make the calls. Make the home visits. In addition to visiting every classroom every day as a principal, as a teacher, I called X number, I think it was like 10, between 7 and 10 in a year, kids, parents a week. I made at least 2 home visits a week and 7 to 10 parent calls. Not with it, that weren't bad. Those were different calls. So they got used to Weaver coming by, Weaver calling, oh, hey, what's up, Mr. Weaver? It's good. And that way, when something does go bad, I know he's not trying to get you. I like that man. He came by, he played with the dog, whatever. So anyway, listen, I'm going to leave you all with this. District folks, please, is there actually a rule that the schools have to be good? And can the parents come by without giving 24-hour notice? You don't give us 24-hour notice before they call you at work? Come get him right now is what we get. So why do we got to wait 24 hours to come by and see about our child? Just something to think about. 2, for principals, you got to give them feedback. And you have to be the head teacher in the school. And you have to be a student, not just of the standards, but you got to know every kid, not just by the data, that's important, but also who they are. And show them that love and respect, just like you do the teachers and their parents. And for the educators, you got to plan. You can't fail. I don't care how much love you talk, how much social justice. If you don't plan, it's jive. Show me your plan and schedule. That's the love. That's where it's at, when nobody's looking, right? And it's Saturday night. Then what you going to do? You going to plan? For Hakeem in the back? That's the love that we need you to show for the kids, wrapped in the context of love, and our kids got a shot. Thank you.